All right, men's pre-owned coats and jackets. We're going to be going over $100. Let's go to solds, sort Z to A, and let's look in the lower than 40% sell-through rate. All right, Harley Davidson. It's probably Harley Davidson's just going to be all leather. Levi's, LL Bean. All right, let's look for a Bolo with an LL Bean above $100. All right, LL Bean. Where's that hiding at? Let's type in Bean. All right, that's 740 solds. Check our filters. We are over $100 pre-owned, completed listings. Okay. All right, we're at 740 solds. Let's see how many are listed. That is 3,000. All right. Let's go back to solds and see if we can find anything that stands out as far as like, I think the word is factor stacking. And we'll go ahead and go to see all. All right, let's try outer shell material. Leather's probably going to be in here. There's a lot of leather jackets and LL Bean that are worth good money. Let's go with cotton first. All right. We might actually have to check different fabrics on this one. Wax cotton. That would make sense. Wax cotton. Barn coats. Yeah. All right. Canvas, wool blanket line, short coat. Let's look at the keyword short coat. 84. 84 solds. 336 listed. All right. It's looking about 25%. All right, let's check size. All right. We're definitely going to be working on vintage stuff. So there may be things in here that actually would count as stuff that would be 100% sell-through, but they do not at all the item specifics. So we're going to work on the item specifics. All right. Brown and beige. We're going to check both those colors. Those seem like LL Bean colors. 145. Too far. Oh, Only 28 sold. Oh, we were looking at the colors for the listeds. You want to always look for the solds to learn more about what is actually selling. All right. Yep, LLB and short coats. 22 in green. I think green was a smaller set. All right, 22 solds. 41. That is a 50% sell-through rate. All right. LLB and short coats in the color green, selling at 50%. Medium, large, and extra large. Let's check size again. Only 3 sold for medium. So let's take out mediums. That's large and extra large. Both sold almost 20. Oh, might have made the same mistake. Yep. Let's go back. Gotta get back to solds. Vintage short coat green selling at 50%. And we're gonna learn more. Actually, that means the mediums are actually selling better. There was only one medium listed left. Let's change that. Mediums and small, or mediums and large. Almost there. We're above 50% now. Let's find out which size actually sells for, get back to solds. Seven solds, 3 listed. All right, that is actually 200% sell-through rate, and those are, honestly, that one doesn't even count. All right, you're looking at 200% sell-through rate for LLB and short coats, and the color green, and they have to be vintage, looks like. But that is over $100. Green LLB short coats in the size medium, it looks like. So you don't necessarily need larger sizes. Larger sizes can sell better, especially with outerwear. People want to wear a bunch of clothing underneath their big jacket. So that's pretty common. But for this one, no. Let's take off medium and see what that does to it. 31 solds. And 56 listed. That is a step in the wrong direction. All right, it looks like size is a big factor on this one. You're going to want to be careful, but you can get the green ones sold at 200% sell-through if they are vintage and they are a short coat. All right, thank you.